But I was generating funds, mixing up health funds and drug and alcohol strands. You remember bidding for all the drug and alcohol money that was available, and building services. So there were a number of offshoots that became very important. For instance, we set up an in-reach service for people with alcohol difficulties who were in prison, going back and forth to prison. And that was long before the drug initiative that was highly funded for, for in care in prison. But what we did was we engaged with people in prison. We met with them and built relationships while they were in prison. And then the day they were released, we met them on that Friday afternoon with very little money and loads of fears and hope and fears about what's happening next. We met them there in situ, and we went and sat in the housing department with them, and we understood the obstacles, we advocated for them, we found them ways. And where they had strong networks and families, we'd already done work with the families about what it felt like to have them coming home. Because there was a mixture of anxiety and hope. So we worked with the families in the community, the person who was in prison, met them from the very first moment they came out. So they were much less of a vulnerable target for the people who might say, oh, come on, mate, come and have a drink now, it's all too hard. You can't find any accommodation, your family's not going to have you home. All those things. And we measured, as every service I ever developed, we had measures of impact. And I had to do that on my own because the social services bigger machine didn't really have that. It kept data about process and timings, but not impact. So our impact measures there were showing after 2 years, 80% reduction in recidivism. 80%. After 5 years, they cut it.